pray for barakah for the child, and will seek Allah Azza wa Jalla to grant the child, to allow the child to reach maturity, and also makes obligation for the parents for them to also receive the benefit of the child's righteousness. And if that supplication is made to you, you reply with Barakallahu laka wa baraka alayka wa jazakallahu khairan wa radaqaka Allahu mithlahu. You also reply with this supplication, which time will not permit us to translate that, because I believe the Imam should be around. And it is also desirable for a father whom Allah Azza wa Jalla bestows a child to show, to display, or to declare his happiness and his pleasure. Let him show happiness. Let him not differentiate between male and female, because there are some people, because of ignorance and not knowing the wisdom of Allah Azza wa Jalla, when the news of the male child is given to they receive the news of the arrival of the male child, they show their happiness. If it's for the female child, they show one kind of, they are not happy with it at all. That is a sign of ignorance. And it is enough sin for a person to feel dissatisfied with what Allah Azza wa Jalla bestows upon him and what Allah Azza wa Jalla chooses for him. Because whatever Allah chooses for you, it is the best for you. Allah will not give you something which is not good for you, except if it comes in a way of test. Just accept it like that and ask Allah Azza wa Jalla for the blessings of it. Then from the rights that children have over their parents is when the news of the arrival of a baby got to you, the first thing just when you have to show that happiness, then there is what is called a tahniq, which is to chew dates and put the little of it in the mouth of that child, then make supplication for the child, for barakah, for blessings, so that Allah Azza wa Jalla can bless that child. If Allah accepts your supplication, that child will be blessed, and he will be beneficial to the community and to the Islam at large. Also, from the rights of the child over their parents is that when you receive the news of the arrival of that child, part of the right that child has over the parent is for the parent to make sacrifice of an animal if it's male, and you are buoyant enough to sacrifice 2 sacrificial animal for that child. If it's a female, 1 sacrificial animal suffices. Then from the right also, naming the child with the best name, a good name. Whether on the day that child was given birth to, or the 7th day after the birth of that child, is also part of the sunnah and part of the traditions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then cutting the hair of that child is also part of the right that child has over their parent, and circumcision of the child, and asking Allah, seeking Allah Azza wa Jalla guidance for that child. Then breastfeeding the child is one of the rights that the child have over their parents. Breastfeeding the child and fostering, that is parental care for the child, is one of the rights that the child has over their parents also. And the breastfeeding, it is desirable, it is advisable the mother of that child to breastfeed that child and being able to win the child. Because the breastfeeding of the child by the mother is more beneficial to that child than the breastfeeding of another person. Because it will help the child in its growth and the health, and also it is helpful for the mother of the child and beneficial for the uterus of the mother also. But inshallah, I think I'm going to stop here inshallah, so that the Imam can come and continue on time. We ask Allah Azza wa Jalla to accept it from us and to guide us. Assalamu alaikum.